and AZ400 to certification. You can give the exam. So I will provide you exam terms also for the exam. So before going to start our session, if you have basic knowledge of different software process model, it's well and good. Like if you know about what is waterfall model, software development, what is spiral model, what is agile, what is V model. If you know, it's well and good. If you don't know, I'm here. I will explain you everything. So our learning objective is different software model, need of DevOps, different DevOps tool we will learn, CI/CD, continuous integration, continuous delivery with Azure DevOps, and we will accelerate actually software development process, or you can say software development life cycle using Azure DevOps. So how to do, we will learn everything in our one course session. So what is DevOps? So I will go one by one here. So DevOps is software development process or software development approach, we can say, which involve continuous integration. If you see this second point here, continuous integration means actually developer will continually store their code in the central repository. They will push their code, we can say. We will compile that code, we will validate that code, and we will do simple testing, means unit testing, integration testing, or smoke testing we will do. So if you go little, yeah.
Sorry to disturb you, Abhijit. Like, Kiran, can you brief yourself?
Okay, sure. Yeah. Hi, Abhijit. I'm Kiran. I work with Maersk Logistic Company, and I work as a senior solution architect.
Yes.
Prior to this, I was in professional access for around 8 years. So most of my career expertise is in the e-commerce related projects, and this is the first time I'm working on the logistic side. And the current tech stack what we are using is Java Spring Boot with reactive framework, and we are using the Microsoft Azure as our PaaS-based
Yes.
cloud.
Yes.
So prior to that, I had worked on AWS, and Microsoft Maersk want to bring the cloud agnostic tech stack with the multi-cloud as a tech platform.
Yes.
So now they have onboarded even the Microsoft Azure. So we are doing a lot of activities like the ETL jobs using the data factory, then the DevOps side like continuous integration and delivery.
Yeah.
And when we say DevOps again, to build the resources on Azure, we are using the Terraform and Ansible for configuration management.
Okay.
We are using all these security related, like the service principals, integration runtimes, the vaults, secrets, everything, right? So just like how we do in AWS. So since we are going for a multi-cloud platform, so I wanted to get into the Azure. This is my first time.
Yes.
That's why I wanted. I mean, if you ask me about this continuous integration delivery, I'm aware of it, but still, I would love to hear from you also, so that
Yeah.
it should be more of a bi-directional conversation, right? You learn from me, I learn from you, kind of thing. So it would be more interesting. Yeah.
Yes. No problem.
Yeah. So yeah, that is a brief intro about me, Abhijit.
Yeah. Thank you. Okay. So then already you are aware for all the things, so I will not go in detail for this session.
Sure. Yeah.
Okay. Because you are already aware. So only little bit I will explain. So what we will learn in next
Sure, that
5 hours. Yeah.
Point to point we will come into it.
Yeah. So if you go to first point in version control, we are doing versioning using different source control tool like Git, SVN, Bitbucket, like this. So after versioning, we are pushing our code into our centralized repository in continuous integration, and we are building that code, and we are doing different type of testing on that code into continuous integration. If you go third point, that is delivery, where we actually need approval in delivery from our software delivery manager or program delivery manager This is one of the post in DevOps. So once he will approve, then we will push our code into server in different environment like UAT, user acceptance testing. If you go to last stage, continuous deployment, where actually we no need of approval, directly we will deploy our code into the production, means deployment. So we will learn everything. This is related to CI/CD, continuous integration, continuous delivery, or continuous deployment. So if you go little bit next slide. So there are two types of SVN, so, version control tool, we can say. So first is centralized version control tool. Next is distributed version control tool. So what are the difference, we will learn in our different next sessions. So if you think about centralized version control tool, directly developer are doing push and pull, means commit and update. So here little bit issue of the security. So that's why distributed version control tool introduced. That is, we can say currently industry is using Git. So we have one copy in our working system and one copy in our centralized repository. So we will learn this one also, what is distributed version control system, how to work with distributed version control system, and how to improve our security. Using Git we will go. So you are also aware Git is open source distributed version control tool. Currently industry is using that one for versioning. So if you think why Git, so it is distributed version control tool. If something is goes wrong, quickly we can revert back using distributed version control tool. It is open source, so we don't need to pay on it. Always we are getting all updates and everything free. So it have high performance, it is robust, no one can hack it, easily, efficiently, highly efficient we can say, and it support large file counts. So complex merging, it is also possible using. So in current company we are doing around 48 GB merging every day. So our project is around 53 GB. So it is supporting, we are using Git. So Git is supporting the complex merge. So we are doing different types of branching, merging strategy we will learn. So there are different terminologies in Git: clone, commit, push, pull, origin, head, stash, merge. So we will learn everything. So first point is version control. So that's why we are using Git. So we will learn Git different terminology, different branching strategy, different merging strategy we will learn. So this is one of the life cycle of Git, how we will do Git push pull everything. So if you go little bit more diagrammatical view, so first we are doing version control. If version control is done using Git, then we are doing build. Actually we are building that code, then we are performing different types of testing, means unit testing, then we are deploying that code into different environment, then we are performing here automation testing. So you are aware every company have automation team for testing. So actually here automation team is working to perform their automation. Then we are deploying that application into production environment. Then actually validation and measurement is happening. We will validate everything is fine or not, what is currently going. So we can say actually monitoring is happening on last stage. So we will complete measure and validation we will learn how to do. So yeah, this is basic level introduction. If you go to Azure DevOps, so what is Azure DevOps? So Azure DevOps is one of the service which is provided by Microsoft, which is software as a service. Azure DevOps is service which is provided by Microsoft, which is software as a service. So everything will take care by Microsoft, update, patching. So we only need to log in and use. So there is no need to investment highly. So heavily we can invest. So best class software we can say in the world currently, which is managing full life cycle, full end to end. If you go little bit back, so in this deployment diagram, so Azure DevOps is managing end to end everything. Just previous back when you given your introduction, you are talking about Ansible and everything. So in Azure DevOps, it support to lots of tools. Means every tool Azure DevOps is supporting. But if you think power of Azure DevOps is doing everything. So it no need of external tool, but it support external tools. If you think Azure DevOps, it not required any other tool. We can do anything without other tools also. So how to do that one, we will see. So if you go little bit next slide, so using GitHub, we can use any repository we can build, means it support to external tools also. It is scalable package management. So those are the little bit introduction about Azure DevOps. If you go little bit deep, Azure DevOps have powerful 5 components. First components is Azure board. Next is Azure repos, Azure pipeline, Azure artifact, Azure test plan. So I will give you little bit introduction. In Azure board, we are managing everything. What is currently going on? We will get full idea how many bugs currently we have, how many new feature we developed, how many remaining. So full details currently what is going on, you will get in Azure board. You can do customization. You can add new fields also in Azure boards. You can remove, add, update, everything you can do in Azure board. If you
Okay.
go, yeah,
So it's basically like a Jira board, right?
yes, definitely, definitely. You will get full idea here. If I explain these 5 components, na, then you will think there is no need of other tool. Only Azure DevOps is fine.
Okay.
Yeah, so we no need of Jira. We can integrate Jira, but we no need. We have already inbuilt Azure board, and we can do customization. We can add new fields also here. If you go little bit deep, Azure repository, where actually we are creating different repository to store our code. We can create different branches and we can push also our code. We can merge our code. We can pull our code in Azure repo. So how to create Azure repository, how to lock the repository, everything we will learn in Azure repository. So basically first Azure board is related to planning what is currently going on in our project. If you go next, Azure repo, here actually we are storing our code in different branches: development branch, testing branch, UI branch, or live branch, master branch, we can say. If you go in Azure pipeline, here CI/CD come into picture. Continuous integration means build pipeline. Unit testing, if you think about continuous delivery and continuous deployment, means release pipeline, which come under picture here, Azure pipeline. If you go to Azure artifacts, so what is Azure artifacts? Suppose so from last 5 years I'm working on .NET technology. Okay, so we need different packages, that is NuGet packages. We are creating our own packages and we are storing into artifact, and we are calling that artifact into our build pipeline, release pipeline, or we can say in developer are using in their code. Developer are building their packages and we are just pushing here in artifact. So maintaining the artifact version, or we can say artifact quality, it maintaining using Azure artifact. If you think about last component, that is Azure test plan, here actually testing is happened using Azure test plan. So DevOps is not involved in this last test plan. So basically testers are working on this. So I will explain you in detail. This is not required that much to DevOps. Just only access we are managing for this component. So everything will take care by testing team. So what is Azure DevOps? So it is cloud. So it is different thing. It is set of technology. It is culture. So I will explain you already. So Azure DevOps is one of the service which is provided by Microsoft. But what is DevOps? So John Wills introduced the DevOps. So DevOps is software development approach or culture which involve continuous integration, continuous build, continuous monitoring, continuous testing. I mean, everything will happen continuously. So it is culture, automation is happening. We can monitor and we can share everything. Means with customer, manager, with team. So this is DevOps. So if you go little bit next, so see in this picture. So if you see this picture, first we are doing planning. Then we are doing coding. We are building that code. So we are testing that code. After that, we are releasing that code into different deployment environment. Then we are operating actually, and then we are monitoring. So this is DevOps life cycle. So continuously everything will happen in DevOps. So how to automate everything? So we will see in our class session every day. So why DevOps? Speed less time. So we need very less time. So automatically everything is happening. So we no need to involve anything other. So more time on customer tickets and addressing pain point. So we can reduce this one. So if something is goes wrong, quickly we can revert back using DevOps different approaches. So addressing and resolving the ticket is very quickly we are doing. So much faster recovery from failure. So if something is goes wrong with respect to our website or anything, so quickly we can recover that one because we have already backed up everything. How to recover we will see in our session. Improve company valuation. Yes, definitely. If you are recovering everything from failure, if you are addressing customer on time, you are putting less time on fire, then definitely company valuation will improve because you are doing quickly everything, testing and everything. So higher job satisfaction. There is no work that much in Azure DevOps. If you are thinking you will work in Azure DevOps, then you have very less work. Because one time, if your CI/CD is ready, then there is no that much work. If CI/CD is getting fail, then only you need to work. So high job satisfaction. So we can say work-life balance in our technical word. Work-life balance using Azure DevOps. So realize value faster and learning, sharing, collaboration culture. So every time you need to learn new thing, you need to share that thing and you need to collaborate that culture in your company environment. So just those are very in detail things. So if you think about CI/CD, there are two types of CI/CD we can create using classic UI. Classic UI is basically the person who is from system background, system admin, or we can say the testing admin. They don't have knowledge about the programming like YML related. So this is related to classic UI. Using UI, you can create your CI/CD pipeline. So you can revert to previous one easily using this classic one. So classic is, we can say UI related. There is no need to do one line of code. Only using UI you can do everything. So this, if you think about new technologies, so this is little bit in lower priority in the list of Microsoft. So but it support all the features which is currently required. If you think about YML, so YML we need to write the code in YML format, means build pipeline, release pipeline, we need to write in YML format. So here all features are not ready. So on the roadmap, we can say on the roadmap. So in classic, everything is there. So YML supports container job, which is quite important for some teams, means some companies only YML they are using. So they are because they have lots of knowledge about the programming and they are the developers. That's why they are using YML file and they are pushing that file into their repository. So that's why. So this is a little bit different. So we will go in detail when we are doing class. So continuous integration here diagrammatically I will explain you. So suppose those are the developers. So we can say these are the three teams or three peoples. And this is source control. Here actually they are pushing their code in their repository. This is build actually happening, and here different types of testing automatically we are doing. So we need to control everything as Azure DevOps. So we need to create the repository, we need to create the build definition, and we need to do different types of automation for test cases. So this is little bit of continuous integration. I will take one example which is out of technical knowledge. Okay, so I will go little bit back. So we will take the developer as a farmer. So developer as a farmer, they are um, creating rice plants on their farm. And they are pushing that rice into source control. So farmer work is done, means developer work is done. So they created rice and they stored that rice into our source control. So then here DevOps come into picture. They need to create the build definition, means they need to boil that rice to make it eatable. Means build a definition. When build a definition is ready, we need to create different test cases. So testing team will create the test cases. So we need to contact with them and we need to integrate. So when test cases is ready, we are doing testing here. So one of the non-technical example, developer as a farmer, they are creating the rice and they are storing into repository. In build, we are boiling that rice and we are doing testing that rice. So if everything is fine in continuous integration, then we will go to CD, continuous deliver deployment. So testing is done, okay, in our repository. So we are releasing that one. So into customer environment, or we can say there are different environment we will create: dev environment, testing environment, UAT environment, or live environment. So if you go to next, so what is difference between continuous delivery and continuous deployment? In delivery, actually we need approval from someone. Once approval is done, then we will deliver that application to the customer. But in deployment, there is no need of approval. Automatically software deployed to the production all the time. So how to create this CI/CD, I will explain you in details in our class. So in release, when rice is created by the developer, rice boiled by DevOps team, rice tested by DevOps team, if everything is fine in that rice, then we will release that rice to the different environments, means different team. First rice plate we will give to DevOps, dev team, development team. If that team is told everything is fine, then we will give that rice to the testing team. So testing team will test that rice. Then we will give to user actually. Means user will check first everything. Then we will deploy to the production live. So how to do this CI/CD we will learn. Hope you got this non-technical example. Then you will go to technical. Yes, Kiran.
Yes, Abhijit, I'm enjoying. Yeah.
Yeah. So if you go little bit more on premises and cloud and hybrid. So you are aware for this one. So on premises mean everything in our control in our office in front of us. Cloud means we are storing all the data in our data center cloud. So what is the difference between on-premises, cloud, hybrid model? We will learn everything. How to store the data in cloud, how to use hybrid model in our CI/CD, how to configure different levels, how to automate the thing we will learn. So on-premises means simple thing, our environment. Cloud means as a third party person we are taking care, means we are taking the help. So if you think about delivery with the Azure DevOps, yes. So already I explained these 5 components. We will go with this. So this is Azure board. Just you told about Jira. So this is Azure board. We can add anything. We can connect our idea. We can add different sprint. We will plan our work. We can check the status of our project and what is current health using Azure board. So Azure repository, you can create the different repository using Git TFS. So you can do pull, you can create different branches, you can validate your code. Easy to merge.
Hello. Abhijit?
Abhijit, we can't able to hear you.
Now are you able to hear me?
Yes.
Yeah. So yeah. So in actually my internet is unstable, I think. Now it's fine. Yeah, in Azure pipeline, actually, we are creating pipeline to building our application. In non-technical word, we can say boiling the rice. Actually, in build pipeline, little bit testing we are doing. Like cook are doing little bit testing. Like this way, we are doing testing. This is DevOps work. In build pipeline, if you go little bit more into build pipeline, we need to create the release. Means that boiled rice, tested rice, we need to deploy that rice to different environment. So we need to create different environment like this dev, QA, production, performance, or live. We need to create here and we will release that application. So if you think about artifact, yes, we can create different packages, or we can share our code efficiently. We can say here we can create one package and we will use that package in our project. Like I shared you like NuGet. So if you are thinking about Java, one package you need to create here, and you can use that package in your code, or you can use that in our build pipeline. So if you think little bit more about testing, yes.
Again, we lost you. Abhijit.
Yeah, so already you are working, so I will not give you that much
Okay,
introduction to you.
so in that, right, I would be more interested in the build and release pipelines and the
Yeah.
Azure artifacts.
Yes, yes.
The repos anyhow, because we migrated to GitHub
Yes,
from
yes, yes.
Azure repo,
Yes,
and
yes.
boards anyhow, it's like Jira has become a de facto choice in all the IT industry.
Okay, okay.
So mostly about Azure pipeline, YAML, and how do we automate
Classic.
that?
Yeah, yeah. You are working on classic or YML?
YAML always.
Yes, 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 definitely. Yeah.
I worked on GitHub, sorry, not GitHub, this, GitLab and all. So
Okay,
I'm
okay.
aware of Azure pipelines YAML also. So it would be better if you can tell me the best practices and
Yes, 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 yes. Definitely. Yeah. So there are lots of currently openings for Azure DevOps. You can see my screen. So in Naukri.com only 22,407 openings.
Okay. And it's not rocket science also. It's
Yeah, it's very easy.
it is
Only you need.
correct.
Yeah. Yes, you are right. Only you need to clear your concept. That's it.
Correct. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Anything you have question you want to ask me?
Yes, and when we are saying Azure DevOps, right? So we would be covering, how do we deploy, create and deploy Azure resources? Like consider, we want to build on storage account, right? If
Yes,
I
yes.
want to build a storage account via Terraform, and I have to connect that to Azure Function app and all, can we cover all that? Or how is that?
I will share you syllabus. Okay, we have standard syllabus which is designed by Microsoft for
For 400, right?
yeah 400 and 900. We cover both the things.
Sure.
I think in that Terraform is not coming. Terraform and Ansible is not there.
Yeah, I am aware of Terraform and Ansible. Okay. Only
Okay.
thing is, how do we integrate that with Azure?
I need to check because I'm not working on that from last 5 years. We are using only Git as a version control tool. Okay. And everything is there in Azure DevOps. So we are not using other tools.
Okay, no, Terraform, right? What it happens, you cannot commit the code to the Git because it contains the state, right? The state of the resource. Right?
Yes.
If multiple people start pulling in and they update the patch and they start doing, there is a chance that the resource gets corrupted, right? If a database gets corrupted and all, if you check in,
Yes.
the infrastructure code to the Git and all.
Yes.
So, yeah, I mean, these kind of things. I just want to know like how it can be done. I will take it forward.
Actually, we are using Git from last 5 years, but we are not faced any issue.
Git for
related.
what? Terraform? You mean to say?
No, only Git.
No, Git is okay. Git is for source code, right?
Yeah.
But for the infrastructure source code, Git is not recommended.
Yes.
This Terraform, right? Infrastructure as a code, right? And Ansible is for a configuration management.
Yes.
Ansible, it's okay, but for infrastructure thing,
Yeah. Honestly, I'm not working on Terraform last 5 years. Only Azure DevOps CI/CD we are working in Classic.
okay.
Yeah.
Because I see in AZ400
Yeah.
development scripts and templates, right?
Yes.
The page number is not mentioned in this PDF. Okay. It says design and implement infrastructure as code using ARM, Terraform, PowerShell, and command line.
Yeah. So we are doing using PowerShell and command line, but I'm not work on Terraform or Ansible.
Okay. That's okay. Then we will. I will check that from my side.
Okay, no problem.
And GitHub Actions.
Yeah, GitHub we can integrate now using Azure DevOps. It's very easy in GitHub.
No, GitHub Actions.
Yes, we can do it.
Okay, because we may go out of Azure DevOps to GitHub Actions in future.
Yeah, it's very easy to integrate.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
In 5 minutes you will learn if you have experience then.
Okay. And you would be covering the GitHub Actions also?
Yes.
Okay.
From Git Bash and Tortoise Git.
Okay. No, you meant to say GitHub Actions, right?
Yes. I will give you just little bit idea, okay, about the course. We will use version control or repository management using Git and GitHub, two things, and team foundation version control, but that is currently not used. I will give you a little bit introduction and Azure repos. Okay, this 3 point we will see about version control. In build, there are two options. One is classic, another is YML. Release we can use classic, but if you think about YML release, we will integrate that one in build pipeline. So in one we can say one page only we can write that code. In single page we are doing CI/CD in YML. Yeah.
Okay. Then just give me a minute.
We will deploy our code in IIS.
Okay, then the plan and deployment environment strategy.
Yeah,
like Blue, Green, Canary, and all. And we will be deploying in AKS or how would we?
We'll deploy. It's not a big thing. Different environment, we can say like dev environment, test environment. We can create the different environments. Like
okay, in Kubernetes, right? AKS.
No. We can deploy in Kubernetes, but I need to check because I not worked on Kubernetes. I could brief idea what we are using.
I have worked extensively on Kubernetes. That's okay. Yeah. That's not.
It's very good. You can implement.
I was just checking whether will this be a part of it. Right? So later, that the misunderstanding should not be there. Right?
Yes, definitely.
It's clear. And you would be helping in clearing the 400 certificate, right?
Yeah. 400 and 900 are very easy certifications.
900 is for what?
Azure Fundamental. First AZ 900, then you can go to Azure 400.
Directly, we cannot go to 400?
We can go, but AZ 900 is very easy. Means how many types of cloud, private, public, hybrid, like
correct,
this
but,
question.
but again, around $100 of
no. Only if you go for student, 1,300.
Okay.
And if you go to technical, only in 7,000 only, not that much.
Okay. So
Yeah.
let us focus on clearing these certificates also. You can help me.
One more thing, sorry to interrupt you. Even if you go as a professional also, it may cost you 3,800, not like a 7,000 actually.
Yeah.
3,800 plus GST 18%.
For which one you're telling, Ganesh? 400.
Age at 900, and if it is 400, 4,800 plus GST 18%.
Okay.
Microsoft any certificates, basic certification will be 3,800 plus GST, and advanced certificates will be like 4,800 plus GST. Anything.
Okay.
That
Okay,
is,
I'll check with my company also. Corporate, this could be there because we are on Azure.
you might get some this one also vouchers also from your company. You can check with them.
Sure, yeah. I'll check with that. Then what else are covered, Abhijit, apart from these? Done what we have discussed. Apart from this, any other DevOps related thing?
DevOps related thing.
I mean, not related to Azure,
Yeah.
which may be incorporated in Azure DevOps.
We can
Like as I said, right?
yeah. We
Ansible,
can,
GitHub Actions, then GitHub Actions, I know you said.
yeah, we can generate code coverage for test cases. We can do automation like task groups. So we can
Okay.
use same task groups to other pipelines like this.
Okay.
So
Okay.
automation of sending emails when build is done.
Okay.
Mm,
Okay. Okay.
There are
So
lots of things if you want to learn then.
yeah,
In
so
Azure.
I'll do one thing. I will take a look of this PDF, right? AZ400. Among this only, I will straight away put in the this our group, our WhatsApp group, right? Like you can just say yes, no, or kind of thing. That would be great, right?
Okay.
Yes, yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
All right. So
Thank you.
Ganesh.
Yeah, you can go through the PDF file and let me know what are the
Okay.
concepts you
Okay.
so by
Sure.
sending done accordingly then.
Okay, and Azure security. Sorry, I missed that one. Yeah.
Yeah, Azure security basic level we can cover. We can say if you think about Azure security, it's already secured, which is in cloud, which support around 57 standards.
Mhm.
So we can little bit only we can need to implement. No, that means access level we can say.
Correct. One is RBAC, right? Rule-based access control. Then service principles.
Yes.
Then how do we secure our resources using Vault, right?
Yes.
Key Vaults. So
Mhm.
those all will be covered, right? Because that becomes very important part of DevOps, right?
Yes.
So that would be there, right? If I'm not wrong.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. I see here. Developer security and compliance plan.
Yes.
Azure AD, Active Directory Privilege Identity.
Active Directory definitely will cover. That is the important point. We cannot go next without that.
Okay. Implement service principles and managed identity. SPs we have to say.
Yeah.
Service principles. Yeah. Configure service connections. Okay. Okay. So here, design and authentication and authorization. This is about security, right?
Yes.
Azure 400. So one is about AD privilege identity. Then conditional access and MFA and RBAC all would come here. Right? Groups and implement service principles and manage. And this is for because we need service principles to talk from one resource to another resource, right? Like Azure function app to the database. And
Yes.
then configure service connections. Yes, this is also required if you want to connect to the database and all, right? So you might be aware, right? I'm just saying this. Yeah. Design a sensitive information. This one, okay, Azure Key Vault and HashiCorp Vault or Azure Vault we can use, correct? This is very much important because we cannot put the secrets in the property file or YAML or anything, correct?
Yes.
Security certificate we have to definitely. Yeah, these are all the parts what I was talking about.
Yes.
Yeah. So these all will be covered, right? I mean, if I'm not wrong. Yeah. So if you want, I can make a list of all this and put it in a group chat and you can say, yeah, it could be covered or not covered. Yeah. You can plan accordingly. Is that okay, Ganesh and Abhijit?
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, anyway, repositories about Git would be covering, but not Azure repo. Okay. we are not using, we all migrated to this one, GitHub. Then design and build automation, package management strategy, will be an important. Infrastructure management, I think here only the,
Yes, everything is in, we can say, theory related thing. We need to
Okay.
understand first.
okay. Maintain a build strategy, yes, this can be done. Design a process for standard. Okay, yeah, pretty much. I will take a look and I will make the points so that we'll not go in complete this one. Yeah, only the one what I need.
Let me know how much points you want first, okay?
Yeah,
Then we
sure.
need to plan accordingly, right?
Okay, yeah.
Others are students.
Hmm.
Okay, so for students, we are covering all the points, but you don't want.
All related to AZ400, all is covered.
Yeah,
This PDF,
yes.
and it would not be in depth, is it?
No, no, no. In depth, which is required currently in this. Like some points are there. They mention Jenkins and everything. We don't need not that much. Please see here, Circle CI.
Okay.
Jenkins, like not
Only
required.
one among that is
Yeah,
required.
like
Okay.
here Azure, we will take GitHub action and PowerShell CLI,
Okay.
which is required, which currently industry is using 100%. So that's points we are covering.
Okay, and here develop application deployment process using container means Docker
Yeah.
container implement. Say.
Yeah, see, if you see Docker container, to learn Docker container, you need to spend another 6 months.
Okay.
So we'll not go in details that much.
Okay. Okay.
So to cover Azure DevOps only, it will take 1 month.
Okay. Okay.
This
Okay.
blue-green deployment we'll use.
Okay. Okay. All right. So I will take a look and I will put my waypoints, which more
Okay.
emphasize we have to give
Okay.
on that, right? Yeah. Then yeah.
Yes, yes, yes.